We do know he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Check, 43. Watch the run.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield.
That's all you got.
He's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jets 14, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. Shotgun now for Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
Throwing again, Murray. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Second down.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blesson Austin. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
The ball carrier.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. I smell fear now.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
It's our field. Hey, it's all around. Quick dance. Kill.
Here's Bell. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Prescott from the gun. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 46.
Completion there to Brashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided, and they're hoping for big plays downfield.
A first down throw for Prescott. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And the Cardinals first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And got his man, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 68 yards. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Jets 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. But it'll be 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 2nd and 10. stepping up. He'll try and run. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Le'Veon Bell.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cardinals' 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Murray trying to lay one up deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Off their quick strike ability.
20.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Prescott on 1st down. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
18-yard line.
2nd down at 5.
Just like that. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Prescott. A screen to Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
Catch by Le'Veon Bell, and in 2019, 66 catches, but just 461 yards. Both of those totals well short of his career highs. An important piece of any offense with his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield.
First down, Prescott. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, it's Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check, 43. 3 buds.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Prescott now from the 50. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Complete.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
He's not going to get me. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
The give is to Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. The big fella. The 30. 20. 10. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it.
And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Able to connect with Mims. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10.
You'll get nothing. I like it.
The way in. Touchdown, New York. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
On the deep ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A final shot before half for Murray. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think...
And that's caught inside the 30. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Cardinals.
To number
A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The 41-yard line.
Prescott off play action. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
4-yard line.
Play action now, Prescott. Forced out to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
To DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Arizona.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
His kick is
And his kick is right through.
The score, Cardinals 35, Jets 27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Caught here by Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Murray would give. This is Drake.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Basham, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
3rd and long.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pressure comes as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped, but I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Prescott to throw it. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, twisting away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Right back to Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll move the chains. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
on second down now. It's Drake. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Jenkins on the tackle. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Murray. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now from Murray. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
43. Check, 43. Watch the run.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Hill. This one caught by Crowder. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's complete. It's Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hill on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Prescott yet again. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30.
Let's get
10.
that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
To number 15.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
Makes the score.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check, check. Going to 53. Watch the eye. Shift, shift.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Check it back, check it back. 47. Switch, hey. Here we go, 46.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Mims. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they take a knee.
Murray on the keeper. Today's final score, Cardinals.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.